Hello, I am back. So, I had a random idea to talk about why you should be choosing opportunity over fear. So, first of all, I guess just kind of talk about what opportunity over fear means. Basically, everyone in their life has gone through like a pros and cons list in their head, like why, like if I do X, this will happen. Is this beneficial to me? Do the cons outweigh the pros? Is this worth trying it all? That kind of thing. And I feel like for me personally, I've always looked at the negative viewpoint over, the opportunity I would be gaining. The fear of if that goes wrong, or if this goes wrong, or if I can't do such and such this way, then I just completely shuck the entire opportunity without even trying to like take anything from it. I've had a lot of opportunities in my life where I, probably could have given it a little bit more effort and maybe have stuck it out, but I just had that fear nagging in the back of my head, like, what if I'm not good enough for this or that or blah, 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 blah. So I kind of just started eliminating my own opportunities before they even start, like a self-sabotage kind of thing. And I feel like maybe not everyone does this, but I think a couple of people do it. I've met a couple of people who, talking to them long enough, I'm like, oh, you also are about that sabotage life, which is nothing to brag about, for sure, trust me. But it just kind of got me thinking, especially recently, I've had a couple of opportunities and I've kind of just been like shutting each one down on purpose because I was just so scared of, I guess, the responsibility and what I would have to be doing and et cetera, et cetera. So, and I've done that like my whole life. It's nothing new, very self-sabotaging. But the point is, whatever opportunity is in front of you, whatever fear is holding you back from just taking that opportunity, you just kind of have to not listen to it. It's like it'll never go away. It'll never be a time where you're like, oh, I'm completely fearless. You kind of just have to learn to ignore fear. Like, even if your heart rate is jumping, even if you feel like your spine is about to jump out of your body, you just kind of have to do your shit anyway. And you really do kind of have to just fake it until you make it. That's what I've done. I mean, shit, I sure don't know what I'm doing. My birthday was a couple of days ago. I'm 28 now, and I still really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm faking it until I make it. And I'm trying to have more opportunities in my life that A, I'm not sabotaging, and B, things that I may not have necessarily done before, but I'm doing anyway because I'm just ignoring the fear telling me that I'm not good enough or that I can't compete or this or that or whatever. So, pretty much like you have to look at it like this. Everything that happens, you had to, like, if you're good at something, you had to be bad at it at one point in time. That's anything. Sports, business, video games, swimming, brushing your fucking teeth. You had to not know at one point in time. Every rich person on earth had to have their first dollar bill. Every athlete had to pick up the bat or the basketball or get in the water at least one time, and they probably sucked at it. The rich guy probably lost a bunch of money in the beginning, but he's not going to tell you that. The athlete probably couldn't shoot a hoop to save his life, but he's not going to tell you that. No one's going to tell you about their struggles. They only want you to see the success, the final picture. But if you only knew just how many failures led up to what we imagine to be their success, you'd be like, well, shit, anybody can do this. And you can, I can, we can. That's what they don't tell you. They just want you to see the success. They want you to see the end result. They don't tell you how much failure goes into having a massive amount of success. People who are the most successful are the ones who have just continuously failed and failed and failed and failed and failed until they finally got it right. The only difference between you and me and Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or Kobe Bryant or whatever is just how many times we're willing to get back up. And that's hard to do, Life can really get you down. It can really beat you up. And a lot of people do want to just hang in the towel and be like, oh, fuck this. I'm just going to go do something else. And that's perfectly fine. I do that a lot. But if you're really passionate about it, if it's something you really want to do, like me for YouTube, I've wanted to do this shit for years. I always like, oh, I'm not talented enough, or I don't know what to talk about, or blah, 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 blah. I just started making videos, and now this is like video number 6 or something. I'm not consistent, but I'm pushing them out, because the opportunity now is greater than my fear. My fear originally was like, I don't have content to talk about, no one's gonna watch these. I don't give a fuck if anybody's watching these. I'm making them for me, But if anyone is watching these, maybe someday, a while from now, I don't know, I want them to know I started just like everybody else, I also watched people with millions of subscribers and was like, that'll never be me. And it probably won't, but you never know. I never made videos. I never was consistent. So how could I possibly even have that chance if I didn't keep doing the grind? I hate that term, but you know what I mean. It's like, you have to upload, you have to be consistent, you have to do whatever. But even my, version of success, it's not really YouTube. I don't care. I just put these out here because I think they're kind of fun. But anyway, I'm going off topic. The point is that opportunity has to be greater than your fear. If you allow fear to rise over the glory of your opportunity, you'll never do anything. Just like I haven't done anything. There's so many things I wanted to do, could have done in my life at that moment, but fear stopped me. It told me I wasn't good enough and I was gonna fall on my face and blah, 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 which probably would have happened, but I at least would have rather have tried than have all these memories about things that I should have done or should have said or should have went to or this or that or blah, 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 and that shit kind of starts to weigh on you. Like I've made my peace with them. It is what it is. I don't like to live in the past too much, but I'll be damned, before I continue this life allowing more opportunities to keep passing me with the information I have now, information I'm now passing to you. So if you're like me and you're, about to be damn near 30 in a couple of years and you still feel like you don't have your shit together, I promise you it's okay. But anyway, the point is that choosing opportunity over fear is not easy, but it is necessary if you want to get shit done. You are going to fail. In fact, I encourage you to fail. The only way you can learn is to fail. You can't be good at everything, especially shit you haven't done before. And the things that you are good at right now, you once were terrible at. We can agree on that, So you gotta fail, and you need to fail often. That's how you learn. You never really learn anything if you're constantly doing it right. You're like, okay, cool. But there's so many things, so many skill checks that life is gonna give you. It's impossible to succeed at everything on your first try. That's ridiculous. No animal on earth is going to be able to succeed at something on their very first try. Even cats have to learn how to hunt from their parents. Bee has to learn what pollen is from their parent bee so they can pollinate. Everything has to learn. Everything can be learned. So having fear stop you from even attempting to learn is just really, really bad. And that's an experience that I've had. I believed I needed to be the best at everything. That's so ridiculous. How can I be the best at everything if I haven't done everything? Also, being the best at everything is kind of dumb. You kind of just want to be good at a couple of things or maybe just one thing and just kind of stick with that. You don't have to do everything right. You don't have to do everything at all. But the things that you are going to do, you should give it 120%, And if you are going to give it 120%, I just want you to know that probably 50 to 60 to 70% of that is going to be failure. We'll just say 100 because I'm bad now. So let's say you give it 100%. If 60 to 70% of that has been failure and then 30% is massive success, and that's all you're showing, of course people are going to think that's what you've always been because they're not seeing all the shit in the closet of all the broken, fucked up stuff you had to go through or this or that or whatever, or the massive amounts of failures hidden in your backlog, Everyone just wants to show you the end result. No one's going to show you the process, and I learned that the hard way. I saw all these people, even new people, who I believe, you're like, okay, well, show me, blah, 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 but they always want to bury it. I want to be transparent. I'm broke as fuck. 28 years old, living paycheck to paycheck. It is what it is. 2024, am I right? But I don't want to always be that way. And I know if I really give it my best shot, I won't. And I just need to, be true to myself. Pick the right opportunities over fear. And that's another thing. You don't want to go after every single opportunity. We live in a world where people are like, if you're not chasing this and doing this and blah, 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 24/7, you're lazy. That's not true. There is a period of time where you need to have a break. There is a period of time where you need to have a rest. You need to sift through the bullshit to find the right opportunity. Not every opportunity is for everybody. And I think that's a very big issue with discernment that we have in our society where everyone wants to do everything. Even back in the day, you had the farmer, he farmed. He wasn't hunting. You had the hunter, he hunted. He wasn't fishing. You had the fisher, he fished. He wasn't, collecting nuts and berries. He wasn't gathering. They had designated roles. And we still have designated roles. Like, yeah, you have a lot more flexibility in what you can do. You can do whatever you want, but make sure it's what you want and not what someone is picking for you or something that you think you should be doing because that's what's popular or this or that, because that's what's expected. That's a problem I had in my life. For a lot of years, I did shit because I thought that's what you were supposed to do, or because this is popular, or because that makes a lot of money, or because this is what these people do, so I'm gonna do that. Like, you can't do that to yourself. If you want to do something super outlandish and people look at you like you have 7 heads, you do that shit because that's what you're meant to do. You know, don't allow other people's influence, even me, to influence what you want to do. You have to be your own decision maker. You have to be your own God. You know, you make the rules. You make it up as you go. You don't listen to anyone. You make your own rules. You make your own decisions. Doesn't matter what the fuck these people say. Like, you know, it is what it is. Do you. Make sure you're choosing the right opportunities. And if that fear shows up, just know that's not going away. And you just need to be like, I'm not talking to you right now. Go away. Or just let them stay and just have it go through one ear and out the other. But yeah, key points. Choose the right opportunity over fear. Make sure that you're choosing opportunities that are good for you, because not every opportunity is going to be the same. If you're going to go after your opportunity, just know that half of that opportunity is going to be you failing at it originally. And then over time, you will get better with consistency. And the more you fail, the better you will honestly get. And lastly, just fail as often as you can. That's honestly the best advice I can give. If you fail continuously, I guarantee you will learn and have more experience than everyone around you. I fail 24/7. I failed at so many things. It's unreal. But I can tell you, I know a lot of stuff that other people just don't know. I'm not even trying to flex or anything. It's just because I've done stuff. I may not have always been good at it. I may not have known what the hell I was doing or why, but I've done them. So I just naturally know more because I have more experience. Was I successful at every single one of those things? Fuck no. I wouldn't be here right now if I was, but I did them. So I just know more. And from the failures of those experiences, I've been able to take that and apply them to new experiences. So, you know, it's all about just making sure the opportunities that are presented to you are what you want to be doing, and making sure that they're the right opportunities, and making sure that when you are in your opportunity, know that failure is a part of the process. It's pretty much all I have for you. I hope I wasn't rambling too long. I know I gotta start making these videos a little bit shorter. No one wants to watch 20-minute videos. But anyway, this is still starting out for me. I haven't made one in a while. All those videos from before were actually pre-recorded. I just uploaded them all at once. So I just wanted to get them out there before I forgot about them. So it's been a little bit. I figured I'd roll this out, get a little bit better at it, and, you know, we'll just go from there. But whoever's watching this, I wish you the best. I hope you take care of yourself. Don't listen to those people out there. You're a beautiful soul inside and out, and take care of yourself. Goodbye.